Hare Krishna, Jaya Jaya Shri Chaitanya, Jaya Nityananda, Jaya Advaita Chandra, Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda, Jaya Jaya Shri Chaitanya, Jaya Nityananda, Jaya Advaita Chandra, Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda, Jaya Jaya Shri Chaitanya, Jaya Nityananda, Jaya Advaita Chandra, Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. So we continue reading from Adi-Lila, Caitanya Caritamrita, Adi-Lila, chapter 7, text 2. Jaya Jaya Mahaprabhu, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Tanhara Charana Shrita, Sebaradhanya. Translation and purport by His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. Let me offer glorification to the Supreme Lord Shri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, who has taken shelter of his lotus feet, is the most glorified person. Prabhu means master. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is the supreme master of all masters. Therefore, he is called Mahaprabhu. So, Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami, he gave so many evidences that Lord Chaitanya, he's Krishna himself. Krishna is the supreme personality of Godhead. So, Lord Chaitanya is the supreme personality of Godhead. And so, he's the supreme master of all masters. And that's why he's called Mahaprabhu. Prabhu means master, the master of all masters, Mahaprabhu. Any person who takes shelter of Sri Krishna Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is most glorified, because by the mercy of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he is able to get promotion to the platform of loving service to the Lord, which is transcendental to salvation. So if we want to become glorious, we want to become fortunate, let us take shelter at the lotus feet of Lord Chaitanya. He's freely giving his mercy. He does not put any conditions. You know, he knows we are very fallen. We are Kali Yuga people. We have no qualifications at all. No qualifications, but out of his compassion, he is freely giving his mercy. And what is he giving us? He's giving us love of God, loving service to the Lord, which is transcendental to salvation. Loving service to the Lord begins from the point of liberation. So it is liberation and beyond, as they say, right? Infinity and beyond. So pure devotional service, loving devotional service is liberation and beyond. It begins from the liberated platform. So it is in our interest if we take shelter of Lord Chaitanya. And in this way, we can get the most valuable treasure of devotional service to Krishna. And we become glorious. You know, we are all wanting to become glorious. We think I'm great. People should worship me. People should know how great I am. They don't know how great I am. But the real way we can truly become great is when we become servant of the servant of the servant of the servant of Lord Chaitanya. We become glorious, not only great, glorious. Purve Gurva Adi Chaya Tatve Kaila Namaskar Guru Tatva Kaiyache Ebe Panchera Vichar. In the beginning, I have discussed the truth about the spiritual master. Now I shall try to explain the Panchatattva. In the first chapter of the Caitanya Caritamrita Adi-Lila, the author, Srila Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami, has described the initiator spiritual master and the and the instructor spiritual master in the verse beginning with the words Vande Gurun Isha Bhaktan Isham Ishvata Karakan. In that verse, there are 6 transcendental subject matters, of which the truth regarding the spiritual master has already been described. Now the author will describe the other 5 tattvas, truths, namely Isha Tattva, the Supreme Lord, his expansion tattva, his incarnation tattva, his energy tattva, and his devotee tattva. So because Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami, he is explaining, he began Caitanya Caritamrita, he began offering obeisances to Lord Chaitanya. So he's given us in detail the position of Lord Chaitanya. Then he was offering obeisances to Lord Nityananda. So he gave in detail the position of Lord Nityananda. Advaita Acharya, he gave us in detail about Advaita Acharya, he offered obeisances to the gurus. There is Shiksha Guru and there is Diksha Guru. Shiksha Guru and Diksha Guru. There is no difference between Shiksha Guru and Diksha Guru. And also Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami, he referred to 5 truths, 5 transcendental truth. And now he's going to explain in this chapter the Pancha Tattva. That's why they are called Pancha Tattva. Isha Tattva, that's the Supreme Lord himself. His expansion Tattva, his incarnation Tattva, his energy Tattva, and his devotee Tattva. So Isha Tattva is Lord Chaitanya. His expansion Tattva is Lord Nityananda. His incarnation Tattva is Advaita Acharya. His energy Tattva is Gadadhar Pandit, because Gadadhar Pandit is an expansion of Radharani. And his devotee Tattva, that is Srivas Thakur. Srivas Thakur is an expansion of Narad Muni. So he's called devotee Tattva. Because we say, no, Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. So these are the Pancha Tattva, and we're going to hear about them in this chapter. Pancha Tattva Avatirna Chaitanyera Sange Pancha Tattva Lana Karina Sankirtana Range. These 5 tattvas incarnate with Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and thus the Lord executes his Sankirtana movement with great pleasure. In Srimad Bhagavatam Canto 11, Chapter 5, Text 32, there is the following statement regarding Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So there are so many evidences in the revealed scriptures regarding the identity, the position of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. No one should be accepted as God cheaply. There has to be proper evidence, and that Lord Chaitanya is God himself. There is so many evidences in the revealed scriptures, one of them being Srimad Bhagavatam. So in Srimad Bhagavatam 11th Canto, Chapter 5, Text 32, Lord Chaitanya is being mentioned by Sukadev Goswami. Sukadev Goswami spoke the Srimad Bhagavatam 5,000 years ago, and he's predicted at that time, 5,000 years ago, that Lord Chaitanya will come in the Kali Yuga. Krishna Varnam Tvisha Krishnam Sango Pangastra Parshadam Yagya Sankirtana Prayer Yajantihi Sumedasaha. In the age of Kali, people who are endowed with sufficient intelligence will worship the Lord, who is accompanied by his associates by performance of the Sankirtan Yagya. So in the age of Kali, this age of Kali, we are in the age of Kali. And what is Bhagavatam saying? Sukadev Goswami saying, people who are intelligent, they will worship the Lord. They will worship the Lord. And this Lord who is accompanied by his associates. The Lord who is accompanied by his associates, and how will they worship him? By performance of Sankirtan Yagya. This is the way to please Lord Chaitanya, by engaging in Sankirtan. Because Lord Chaitanya, he came to give us this Yuga Dharma, the Sankirtan Yagya. And this is the way we can worship him, attract his mercy, take shelter of him. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is always accompanied by his plenary expansion, Sri Nityananda Prabhu, his incarnation, Sri Advaita Prabhu, his internal potency, Sri Gadadhar Prabhu, and his marginal potency, Srivas Prabhu. Marginal potency means living entity. No? So in the earlier verse, we said devotee, Tattva, the devotee Bhakta Tattva, that is Srivas Prabhu. He is, who we said, he is an expansion of Narad Muni. So he is in the midst of them as the Supreme Personality of Godhead. One should know that Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is always accompanied by these other tattvas. Therefore, our obeisances to Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu are complete when we say Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhar Sri Vasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. As preachers of the Krishna consciousness movement, we first offer our obeisances to Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu by chanting this Panchatattva mantra. Then we say Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. There are 10 offenses in the chanting of the Hare Krishna Maha Mantra, but these are not considered in the chanting of the Panchatattva mantra, namely Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shri Vasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. So before we begin the Hare Krishna mantra, we offer obeisances to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and to the Panchatattva. How? By chanting this Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shri Vasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. So when we chant the Hare Krishna mantra, there are 10 offenses. We should know these offenses and avoid these offenses. But when we chant the Panchatattva mantra, Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya, there is no offenses. Lord Chaitanya and his associates are so compassionate that they do not consider any offenses. I'm sorry. Shri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is known as Maha Haribol. Okay.
So what you mean is, sorry, I just have a question. So what you mean is that when we chant the Panchatattva mantra before starting Hare Krishna, right? Before every round.
Well, some devotees chant before every round, some chant before they start chanting.
Okay.
So that the idea is because Lord Chaitanya does not consider any offenses.
Okay.
He does not. He does not. That's why he's called the most magnanimous. That's what we are reading right now.
Yeah. And
Shri Chaitanya.
And then one more question, that as we said that when the Lord himself comes, these all 5 are always there. So in the Krishna also there must have been, right?
Well, with Krishna, Balaramji was there as Nityananda.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And then Gadadhar Prabhu, that's Radharani. Right?
Yeah.
And then Srivas Thakur, he's signifying the devotees.
Okay.
But Advaita Acharya, he's an incarnation. So, but all the incarnations are in the body of Krishna himself. He comes, all the incarnations are in him. Okay. So yes.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. So Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is known as Mahavadanya Avatara, the most magnanimous incarnation, for he does not consider the offenses of the fallen souls. Thus, to derive the full benefit of the chanting of the Hare Krishna Mahamantra, of the Mahamantra, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, we must first take shelter of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, learn the Panchatattva Mahamantra, and then chant the Hare Krishna Mahamantra. That will be very effective. So we are approaching Radha and Krishna through Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. We are approaching them through the Panchatattva because it's very difficult to reach Krishna. Very, very difficult to reach Krishna. But it is Lord Chaitanya who is making us easy for us to approach Krishna. It's by his mercy that he's giving us Krishna. So if we take shelter of him and then approach Krishna, then it becomes like a shortcut for us, very easy for us then. So that's the reason we are called Gaudiya Vaishnavas. Gaudiya Vaishnavas coming from the line of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So Brahma, Madhva, Gaudiya, Vaishnava, Sampradaya. Brahma, because the disciplic succession starts from Brahmaji. Madhva, Madhvacharya is the Acharya of the line. Madhvacharya. So Brahma, Madhva, Gaudiya. Gaudiya, the devotees of Lord Chaitanya. The devotees who are in Bengal, Gaura Desh, Gaudiya, that's mostly in Bengal, Vaishnava Sampradaya. So taking advantage of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, many unscrupulous devotees manufacture a Maha Mantra of their own. Sometimes they sing Bhajanitai Gora Radhe Shyam Hare Krishna Hare Ram, or Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Hare Krishna Hare Ram Shri Radhe Govinda. Actually, however, one should chant the names of the full Panchatattva: Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda, Shri Advaita Gadadhar, Shri Vasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. And then the 16 words, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. But these unscrupulous, less intelligent men confuse the entire process. Of course, since they're also devotees, they can express their feelings in that way. But the method prescribed by Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's pure devotees is to first chant the full Panchatattva mantra and then chant the Maha Mantra, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. So there are some people who have manufactured this mantra in which they are mixing up the Panchatattva, half of it, and then they are putting the Hare Krishna, half of it in there. But that is not the correct way. We need to chant the full Panchatattva and then the full Maha Mantra. That is the process that is given to us. That is the recommended, prescribed method that is given to us. We shouldn't say half of these mantras and combine them together. No, first just the Panchatattva mantra and then start chanting Hare Krishna. Is that okay?
Yes.
So yeah, we should take advantage of the mercy of Lord Chaitanya. It's by his mercy that we are here able to even chant or even able to hear. It's by his mercy. So we should take complete shelter at his lotus feet. And very easily we can get love for Krishna, love of God, very easily by the mercy of Lord Chaitanya. So we'll stop here. Thank you so much for listening and joining in. Shri Chaitanya Caritamrta ki jai, Shilpa Prabhupada ki jai, Gaur Bhakta Vrinda ki jai. Hare Krishna.